All right. So I think it's going to go.
It's already recording, but I don't think it's anyway.
Yeah, somebody's got their recording device in, just so you know. All right. Go
Okay,
team.
yay. Awesome.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Um, did Vanessa freeze? Are you there?
I think she did freeze. Yeah.
Either that or she's
Okay.
really holding very still. You know.
Oh my gosh, she must be
All right, Lucero,
freaking out.
and take over.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So Vanessa and I are actually going to be working on this together. But in the meantime, I would love to start getting grounded. Um, who would like to volunteer for me and Vanessa to support you with love, with support, with our gift? Do we have any volunteers? Joy?
I'll volunteer to be able to affirm health.
Beautiful. Okay, I love that. Okay. So, yeah, it's so interesting. I had a feeling it was going to be you this morning. Yeah.
I know
Okay.
you're intuitive, so yeah.
Okay. So in the meantime, I'm going to ask everybody to start relaxing. Joy, I invite you to relax your hips. If you're on a chair, if you can put your feet really grounded, relaxing the back of your neck, relax the shoulders, let the heart come out, taking a deep breath in and deep, deep out. Ooh. And I'm going to start off with a prayer. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, friend, divine love, brothers and sisters of the light, children of the light, I humbly invoke your presence into this moment. And I would love for you to bring up your energy all the way into the pineal gland and let yourself breathe and relax your body. And you can let a sigh or any sound out. And as you open your body you can open the palms and lay them in your body anywhere you'd like. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing all the little muscles around the face. And feeling this light in your heart start to expand. Breathing gently. And exhaling gently. You're doing really good. And we're moving something in the throat, so keep breathing. You got it. Nana hayo ayo mayo we. Nana yo. Deep, deep breath. And a big sigh. And visualizing your heart open in every existing plane and dimension at every single age. Your sacred heart is being held. Nana yo yo wamaya. And feeling this beautiful waterfall of light coming into your crown and bathing you at every single age. Your voice is welcomed. Your authentic self is welcomed. Your sacred song is welcomed. We're pulling something out of your upper back. Deep, deep breath. We're pulling it out of the spine. You're doing so good. I release this experience to the most beautiful love there is, to divine love, to the Holy Spirit, and to the Holy Fire. Calling in the ancestors for everyone involved, creating a golden bridge between all of us. And any pressure that you might be feeling in your heart at any age, breathing in as your authentic highest self and letting every single version of you breathe. You can yawn. Tell your body to release, that it's free to release and to be in perfect health. Beautiful. There's movement in the heart. Keep going. Your voice is completely welcomed. Your joy is completely welcomed. Na yo we mama yo. Na yo we wa yo ma yo wa. And we're moving a block from the third eye. You're doing so well. All of you are receiving, just so you know. Nasema hayo we. And breathing in the essence of the holy fire joy, letting it go into the eyes, into the tongue, and let it go into the crown. Na yo we yo. Beautiful. A lot of yellow is showing up, letting divine support, letting the light come into your shoulders, into the lineages for your mom and for your dad. Na ye wa yo. Asking the guides, the seven sisters of the light, to lay hands on your body. You're a divine woman, Joy. You are peace and harmony in every single cell in your body. Your health is restored. Your mind is restored. Your joy was always meant to be free. Keep breathing that, anchoring that holy fire energy into your heart. And you can place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. And bring your energy up to the third eye. And when you're ready, Joy, you can open your eyes. And Vanessa's going to take over. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Right, Joy. How are you?
I'm really centered. So if that was the point of it, it worked. I feel very calm and centered.
Good. So obviously, sorry I lost my internet and I had got kicked off. So I'm guessing you're in the healing seat this morning, yeah?
I'm in the hot seat. Yes.
I love it. Okay, great. So is it okay with you if I support you in letting go of some things?
Yes. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, so just allowing yourself to feel that relaxation that Lucero so beautifully cultivated and supported us in. And just asking your unconscious mind, trusting your unconscious mind, knowing that your unconscious mind is connected to your higher mind and the universal mind, and allowing the first thing that comes up effortlessly be shared. And I just want to ask you if you could let go of one thing today that would have the greatest impact on your life moving forward, what would it be?
It would be the belief that I have a health issue.
Good. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for bringing that out. I know that I can resonate with that. I know, sure, a lot of people can. And I want to remind everyone that just like with Lucera's meditation, you can just follow along, allow yourself to go through your own process in parallel to Joy. We are all in group together. And what I've always witnessed is that the person who is in the healing seat is actually bringing forth something that resonates with a lot of people. So invite you to take this opportunity to play along. And so, Joy, want to ask you, are you willing to let go of this idea that you have a health issue and to be aware of it consciously?
I am willing to let go of that.
Beautiful. So I want to just ask your unconscious mind, what was the very first time you felt like you had a health issue? If you were to know, is it before, during, or after your birth?
After
Good. If you were to know, how old were you?
65.
Good. So just taking your consciousness effortlessly, going all the way back to age 65, when you're just witnessing this, when you took this on, you're seeing this event, you're seeing what you see, you hear what you hear, you feel what you feel, you're aware of anyone and anything that is important that you need to know. And when you're there, just let me know.
Think I'm there.
Good. And so I want you to step out of your body. So you're witnessing your body, you're witnessing yourself, you're witnessing anything and everyone around you that is important. Good. And now just trusting your unconscious mind, just take a step back in time. So now that we're witnessing anything and everything that led up to this event, this moment where you decided this. And now that you're here, now that you're witnessing all this, and just trust your unconscious mind, whatever comes through, whatever feeling, ideas, visions, ask your unconscious mind, witnessing this, knowing this, what lessons and learnings can I get by observing this event that will allow me to transmute this belief?
What lesson have I learned by believing I have that health issue? Is that the question?
Sort of. You'll by witness, like, so it's all good. Just bringing you, can you see or feel the original point where you decided that you have a health issue?
Yes.
So just trusting your unconscious mind, trusting your awareness that by seeing everything, now that you have this perspective, you're seeing everything. Just what lessons and learnings can you get by seeing this original moment where you decided this?
Well, it would have been great if I never accepted it in the first place.
Good. So I want you to also, and everybody can follow along, we're going to do the one of the EFT points, the inner meridians. So we take your thumb and your middle finger, and you're going to bridge between your eyes on your nose and rest your index finger on your third eye. And just breathe into that and just allowing that. This is kind of like a faucet that we're just like opening up, allowing any energies, any emotions, any ideas to flow out of our body. When we experience trauma or when we take on limiting beliefs, they can get stored in our body, and these points help release it from the body, release it from the unconscious mind. Taking a deep breath in. And Joy, I want to ask you, like, how do you benefit from having a health issue?
Can't make the words come out of my mouth. I
It's
know
okay,
it.
take your time.
Having a hard time. I have a how do I benefit? I have a team of people that help me, like physical therapists and even friends. So that would be a benefit, that people realize with your health challenge, you need the help. And I've already admitted to loving a team, but I don't want a health team anymore unless it's affirming my health.
Good. What would that look like, sound like, feel like to have a team that's affirming your health, that's seeing you perfect, whole, and healthy and complete every day?
I would be able to go on walks with my friends. I would be able to go to an equestrian center and see horses. And I would have just better mobility and health in general to share with my friends who go hiking. And I no longer go hiking with my friends. So it would be very inclusive of my friend network to be able to do more mobility wise.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's do another meridian point. So we're gonna do the outer eye point. So you can use two hands or you can use one hand, and it's just the outside of your eyelid, like right in your eye socket. Beautiful. And just holding that, breathing into that, knowing that you can be with your friends, you can have a support system that shows up for you, and that you get to be in perfect health and mobility and share that with your friends, go hiking, go to an equestrian center, feeling that inclusivity of being with your friend network, being able to do more. And I want to ask you, can you think of a time in the past when you felt fully in your body, felt fully capable, fully free to, and mobile and healthy?
Yes, I can. When I was from 0 to 64.
Good. So just allowing all of those images, memories of the 64 long, beautiful years of being healthy. Just witness that and feel gratitude for that longevity, knowing that not everybody makes it that long without health issues. That's a beautiful thing that you have experienced so much health. And I want to invite Lucero to come in and do her thing.
Beautiful. Did she keep holding this, Vanessa?
Let me see. No, you can let go of that.
Okay, beautiful. So we're gonna work on your knees. So again, if you can start relaxing, and this goes for all of you if you need it. Beautiful. So we're going to the knees. Deep, deep breath again. Relax, let the heart come out. Chin parallel to the floor. Beautiful. The affirmation that's coming in is I trust in my divine being. Mm. Beautiful. Any sighs, sounds, yawns, emotions. Your authentic self is completely welcomed. Releasing stored pain in the knees. Releasing stored pain in the legs. You got it. Beautiful. There's movement in the leg. You got it. Moving into the left hip and into the lower back. You got it. Beautiful. You got it. Keep breathing. Trust your body. Trust your sounds. Trust your breath. Ah. We're going right into the tailbone. Na na hayo wayo we wayo man. Na seye wayo mahayo. Give your pain, give it to the holy fire. Breathe in the essence of the holy fire into every single cell in your body. Trust your voice, trust your voices. Relax your mind. Na na yo we. Na na yo we. Beautiful. We're working on the left arm. Na sahayo wayo mahayo seye we. Na na hayo mayo we. Na na hayo we yo. Na na hayo we yo. I just heard your divine being Joy. It's time to play. Na na ye wa yo. Okay, we're just moving something from the shoulder. This one feels pretty big. So let yourself breathe. And as a collective, when you breathe deeper, we all support her as we support ourselves. So try to breathe in for 5 to 7 seconds, breathing in. And breathe out for 7. Beautiful. Enjoy holding your womb, holding your belly. Passing the word to you, Vanessa.
Thank you. Beautiful. So now just feeling your body, Joy. Just tuning in with your body and asking your body, how does it feel? Is there any part of your body that is asking for attention by having a feeling?
Everything feels like it has been infused with light.
Beautiful.
So I feel lighter. My
Good.
bones and muscle are still, their dense selves, but I think it feels like it's been infused with healing energy and light and love from this group. So I do feel lighter. I'm not in pain.
Beautiful. So just allowing that lightness to fully integrate all cells of your being, making new neurological connections on the unconscious level. You have the perfect blueprint of total health, total healing, fully trusting in your body and your divine self and your divineness, seeing yourself fully healthy, fully complete, able to go on hikes, feeling grateful for all that you learn, for the process of letting go, for the ability to listen to your body, to honor your body, knowing that when pain comes up, it's your body asking for awareness, and that we get to give our body the love and awareness that it is asking for. And just by sitting still and tuning in with our bodies, we can glean all that we need to know, asking our body, asking yourself, Joy, what could I do moving forward today that would allow me to integrate this light and feeling this health and vitality in my body moving forward?
I could be more diligent in my physical therapy exercises.
Good.
And now that it is warm, I could do my walking out on the road. I do laps in the house for winter, but I've already started doing a little more walking. I don't have sidewalk, but I have a road. I can go down the road more often.
Beautiful. So I want you to just witness yourself in your mind's eye. Imagine yourself doing that. You're being more diligent about your physical therapy. It feels good. You feel excited to do it. You know that it's helping make your body stronger and more agile, and allowing yourself to integrate these energies, coming back into yourself even more, making new neurological connections on the unconscious level. You have the perfect blueprint of total health, total healing, fully integrating the wholeness now. Witnessing yourself walking outside on the road, meeting the nature, seeing the beautiful sky, feeling the sun on your face, on your back, feeling the warmth in your hair, feeling it, feeling the gratitude for your existence, feeling gratitude for the divine light that shines through you and everyone, recognizing it in everyone that you meet, recognizing it in the birds and the grass and the trees, feeling so grateful for your body, feeling grateful for the wisdom that it brings you every single day, taking a deep breath in, letting it go, allowing it to integrate deeper into your body as you exhale, making new neurological connections on the unconscious level. You have the perfect blueprint of total health, total healing, fully integrating this wholeness now. And now that you've seen this future, you know that it's true, that it is your birthright to be healthy and whole and complete. How does it feel in your body, seeing this, knowing this as this is true?
I know that we are meant to be 100% healthy and whole, or that we have a capacity to be healed and whole. So I'm starting to feel like what that would feel like to be able to say, I am so healed and so whole and so full of health.
Beautiful. I love that. So knowing that you're whole, full of health, and that it's your birthright to be this way, and that you have the perfect blueprint of total health, total healing, fully in your body, asking your unconscious mind, how many days of doing this walk, these physical exercises, how many days would you need for your unconscious mind to create a pattern so that it is easy for you to continue with your practice and being in tune and healthy with your body?
I wish I knew.
If you were to know, just guess, just the first thing that comes to your mind, how many days would it take to create that new pattern in your brain?
I wish I knew. I guess I have a limiting belief.
What is the limiting belief?
I wish I knew.
You wish you knew how many. So let's go to the sore points on your chest, and anybody else can follow along. Say, even though I wish I knew, and I don't know, and if I knew, then I would do something about it. Even though I think these things, I love and accept myself. I honor and respect myself. I forgive myself for thinking these things. I forgive anyone who has influenced me in thinking these things. And I am present in my body. Take a deep breath in, letting it go, shaking it out. Just taking a deep breath in and feeling your body, feeling the space and light that we've created in the body. Going back to witnessing yourself, moving through space, moving outside, walking, feeling really good, feeling vibrant. Trusting in your divine being and your body, trusting that your body is doing exactly what it needs to at exactly the right time. And as you're imagining that, feeling that, and passing it back to Lucero.
Beautiful. So putting one hand over your forehead here and one hand over your belly. Inhaling the essence of the holy fire into the intestines, into the heart, into the chest. And any sadness that is staying in the body, we're going to ask for it to move out of the belly. You can either rest your hands with an open palm facing up, or you can keep the hand there if you feel called. We're going to move a cord out of the heart. It looks like something punctured it. So we're going to pull it out. You're doing so well. Nanahidra hayudra soyewa. Nanahayoma hayowe. Nanasa heyemaye. Nanayoma yema. Nanayowa. We're pulling it out. You got it. Deep breath. Ooh. It's coming out. You got it. Out of the throat. Ooh. Out of the throat. You got it. Ooh. We can get it out of the throat. You got it. It's okay to release it. Ooh. You got it. It's almost out. You got it. Vanessa, if you can send extra Reiki through her to her heart and the throat. Okay, it's coming out. Good. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm hearing that it's out. Nanayitra Soyama Hayoe. Letting the essence of the holy fire go into your eyes, especially at the age 14. Nanahayewe Mam. I'm hearing that a broken heart can debilitate someone. But when you realize that it's the source of your strength and you let her light up, your world will become miracles. My heart creates miracles. is the affirmation that I'm hearing. I am so happy to be alive. These are affirmations that are coming up for you. I'm happy to share my success. I am happy to share my joy. I am happy to share my freedom. I have time. I am able. Beautiful. There's a little bruising that we're moving through. You're doing really well. We're almost done. The colors of the rainbow. I wish George was here. The colors of the rainbow, when you breathe them in, they can start attuning your body into a higher frequency. So breathe in the colors of the rainbow and let them illuminate every single cell in your body. Beautiful. I'm hearing that it's complete. You did really well. Passing the word to you, Vanessa.
Yeah. Just taking a deep breath in, relaxing. How do you feel in your body now, Joy?
I feel really good.
Good.
I feel cared for and supported.
Good. I'm getting that we're complete for now. And yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, both of you. Yeah, thank you so much.
May I close?
Yes, please.
Beautiful. Bringing the hands in unison, in gospel position, in prayer position. Unidad al corazón, unity in the heart. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, friend, God, divine love, to the brothers and sisters of the light, to our ancestors, to our hearts. I close the session. We close the session with love and light. I pray for peace and harmony in all of your bodies, in all of our bodies. Peace and joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I bow to you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can fully come back into the room. You can wiggle the fingers, your toes. You can even touch different parts of the body, expressing your gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can do the snaps so you can fully come back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. And I would like to open it up to anyone who wants to share their thoughts, any questions, anyone want to chime in.
We've got a poem.
Great.
Elior, you want to share your poem about this event today? We'll see if he wants to.
Sure. Elior, if you're ready, we'd love to hear it.
You're Elior. You get to do the poem.
Whenever you're ready, Elior.
Elior, you are the poet of quantum storytelling. Your turn now to share the poem about executive coaching retreats and the wonderful work of Lucero and Vanessa.
Looking forward to hearing your words, Elior.
Okay, Elior is in an alternate state of reality right now. Elior, did you enjoy this session?
It's all good. Whenever you're ready, Elior.
Okay, I was going to demonstrate how you can use your audio with your coach, but Elior's in a whole other mental state. I think he got really affected. So nothing ever goes as planned by me. That's right. Spontaneity is the only way to go.
It would be really funny that after you end the session, he's like, got you.
He was commenting during the whole session. He was saying, "Oh yeah, this is the really good thing to embrace that. And oh, that was really, he's like, he wouldn't shut up,
He's camera shy.
I know. Anyway,
Grace Ann?
yeah. Well, I thought it was amazing and beautiful. I can just see the enriching way in which this would work is sessions on Zoom, sessions in a retreat in person. I think people would get an amazing amount out of this of being in the healing seat, you know. Uh, so what do you all think about today's session? Grace Ann.
It sounds like you all had a powerful experience. I'd love to hear more about what stood out to you.
Okay, we can hear from Grace Ann now. Go ahead.
So this, for me, it connected with the horses that, in touching myself, and Nadian has offered to help you, Joy, also. That the horse energy, I thought of how we say healthy as a horse. That whole energy came in, and that horses are herd animals, so that what Vanessa and Lucero have created is allowing us to feel that energy of the collective in the positive, most positive way. Wonderful experience. Thank you both, and thank you to everyone here for being part of our herd.
Nice.
Thank you, Grace Ann. Hear from Vanessa. Go ahead.
Oh, that was like my applause.
Okay, Olivia.
I have I'm working on my posture because I sit at the computer all the time, and I actually have a little bit of a heart issue. They say it's from chemo many years ago. Anyway, and so I try to pay attention to my posture, but while Lucero was speaking and at times Vanessa, I just felt my shoulders going back and tightening, and I realized, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. It felt really natural and unconscious. So that was really cool. And I love how what you both did really can translate to any issue we're having. I know you spoke specifically about the knees at one point, but otherwise it just felt like a complete healing for whatever I was dealing with. So thank you.
Thank you. Sabine?
Really appreciate that I got to complete my renewal for today. I typically spend 15 minutes a day on renewal, so I've kind of gotten that out of the way. And while we were meditating, what came to my subconscious was my mom when she was well. And we were in Philadelphia and she was wearing a coat and a hat. And she said to me, she said, "Do you realize across the street that's the Academy of Music where your recitals were?" I didn't even, it went right over my head. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And mom was always that way. So thank you.
If you want, Wanda, you can do the inner eye point. That'll help kind of just like do the thumb and the middle finger, rest your index finger on your third eye. Yeah, so it's thumb, middle finger across the bridge of your nose, and then rest your index finger on your third eye. Yeah, and it just helps support any big emotions and everybody to know this, that if you're ever feeling any big emotions, you just hold this point, just breathe into it, just allowing it, just feeling what's coming up for you, knowing that feeling is healing and that emotions are just energy in motion, just witnessing them, feeling grateful for this movement. Keep breathing into it. You're doing great. Just witnessing what's coming up, allowing it to be, just noticing. And you can take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can release that point on your face. Whenever you're ready, you can just release that point.
Thank you for sharing, Wanda.
Yeah, thank you.
You're such a beautiful woman and a beautiful leader. Yeah, I acknowledge you for your resilience and sacrifice and light, and for having the strength within you to carry on and to see clearly no matter what. Yeah, I can tell you've blessed many people. Yeah.
Mm.
And thank you to your mama. I love working with Vanessa so much. And and yeah, and all of you, I can tell that your hearts are centered and alive. And it's so amazing to, I was in a sweat lodge last night, and there was a moment where I'm like, oh, I can be completely healthy. It was a realization. I'm like, oh, every single cell in my body can be healthy, can be strong. And yeah, so I had that realization, Joy, and we can all have that. Yeah, it's so beautiful to be with soul family. And even though I haven't heard every single person, I could just tell that I pray to the brothers and sisters of the light and the children of the light, and God brings that. Divine love brings that. So yeah, I'm glad that we're all miracles that made it this far. Yeah. And Olivia, seeing you and Vanessa together, it brings butterflies to my stomach. Yeah. Yeah.
Me
Thank you.
too.
I was reminded of a quote that I heard recently when you were sharing, Lucero. And it's this girl. She goes by Infinity. It's from her YouTube channel. It's Magnetize Yourself. She's great. And what she said is, because you're not living by their standards, you are not bound by their limitations. So I love that idea. It's like we live in we are like a microcosm of what's possible, right? And we've created this container of infinite possibilities and perfect health and success and all these things that we're all cultivating and anchoring. And the outside world has its limitations and all these things, but we're not bound by them because we don't live in those standards. We live in the quantum, we live in the infinite, we live in the gratitude and the love, right? So we can be that infinite being, we can be that perfect health, and just allowing whatever comes into our life to be a gift in discovering that even more.
Mm.
Thank you, David, and Grace Ann for holding this container. I acknowledge you both for finding each other, accepting each other, loving each other, and having that leadership standard of being centered in your soul and in your purpose, in togetherness. It's so amazing. I definitely believe in love. And I believe in healthy community and healthy people. And I know that it's choices. So yeah, I acknowledge you for following your authentic self and creating that ripple for so many.
I think Sabine wanted to say something. I see her
Yes,
hand
thank you.
go
I
up.
wanted to say
Go
a
ahead,
big
Sabine.
thank you to all of you, and a big thank you, Lucera, Vanessa.
This resonated with me a lot because I have been experiencing pain and I feel more relaxed and less physical pain, actually. And I want to express my gratitude for that. And now I'm ready to start the day with more energy and less pain. And I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Yeah, it was
Amazing.
wonderful, very wonderful. I'll chime in there. I had a wonderful healing session yesterday, and I'm glad that we could do this today with the healing seat. And I just think it's so amazing. Grace Ann and I have been trained in Reiki 1 and Reiki 2. So we're not Reiki masters, but we're like Reiki amateurs, And I wonder if you could say something about the symbols, or if that's not allowed. I know when we have to get certified to actually use the symbols in processes, and well, Grace Ann and I are certified. We pay some big cash for that. But the Chokure symbol, was it possible to talk about that or not? Would you prefer not to?
Um, I mean the since you're introducing it, we can, but the symbols aren't meant to stay sacred unless all of you are planning to, or if you as an individual are planning to get Reiki certified. Um, the one that he mentioned, the Shokure, is an empowerment symbol, and there's certain sacred geometry, like that one is so powerful that if we draw it, or when I draw it, and in the four walls, in the on the floor, on the ceiling, and in the middle of the room, it completely seals the room. So when I go into a session, there are no outside or even spiritual, like little pokes or anything like that. It's only between the practitioner and the individuals that are there, or the individual. So it they help empower, they help like if there's a big presentation happening and you draw the shokure and you embed it into the throat chakra, it'll help you speak with more confidence. It can help you see more clearly if you draw it out and put it into the eyes and you ask, I want to see more clearly today. I want to speak powerfully. So it can be used in many ways, for Reiki practitioners or people that already have the natural healing abilities. We can also draw it in our hands and it'll empower and amplify the light. Yeah. Vanessa, would you like to say something about the chakra?
I mean, I think you nailed it. And it's definitely, I feel like it's always a, personal experience, right? And when you're given these, when you train, it's an opportunity to kind of expand on it too, right? Like we're given these gifts and we're taught what came before us, but it's really like a doorway or a gateway to a new reality that you get to serve by giving your own unique consciousness to the tools and the lessons and all the symbols.
Now, you both mentioned yesterday that, as I recall it, that if a corporation executives wanted to, they could get certified during one of these retreats.
Yeah.
Is that is that something you're still wanting to do or talk about here?
Oh yeah, for sure. I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely offer that.
And well, maybe when we start the new 7 sessions and you come back, we could consider that everybody that joins in for that session wants to get certified, and if they don't want to get certified, they don't join in, something like that. Would that work?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Lucero,
It's really
have you done an attunement remotely?
uh no, I've only done them in person. I heard Spirit that I can do it remotely. The only one that I wouldn't do remotely is the master level. That one I would make sure to travel and do it in person. because it's so fun.
Yeah.
I want to be with everybody.
Yeah, I would travel for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's great. Yeah. So what do y'all think? Um, we talked about it yesterday a bit on doing retreats that we wouldn't tell them what symbols we're using, but we could draw them in our hands if we wanted us, if we're Reiki practitioners. Uh, and if they're wanting to be certified, we could certainly show them the symbols and how they work. There's a lot of symbols, by the way, and some of them do remote. There's a symbol for doing remote distance healing. So
Ken's trying to say something.
go ahead. I'm sorry, Ken. I didn't see your hand. Go ahead.
No, I was just waiting my turn. I was reminded of in COVID, we had 2.5 or almost 3 years of the Zoom True Story Circles. And at first, we were sad because we couldn't get together. And then we were glad because the intermediate distance in there allows you to set aside some of the other things and concentrate just on the signals. And so I resonate with what Lucero was saying about potential for uh, streaming alignment or resonating. And I think there's today's session is testimony that happens, and that I think there's something in the Zoom that is freeing and concentrating at the same time, gives structure and focus. So I'm really grateful for the experience today. I want to thank you. Uh-huh.
Aho. Yeah, we got used to saying aho to let people know we're done talking when we're doing the true storytelling circles. So, yeah, I could see this where if we're all there with each other and we do the training and we do a retreat, for example, then the Zoom follow-ups could happen, I think, with really good focus. Tom Lemke.
You had your hand up.
That's okay.
first.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, the two of you. Ladies first.
I think Tommy muted yourself.
Sorry about that. Thank you both for doing that. I watched you yesterday when David sent it. Olivia and I listened last night and watched again, and this was like the third time in 24 hours. It's just amazing. It's a whole new experience for me. I've never done anything like this, so thank you very much. I got so much out of it. And I like the idea, David. I think you've got something there that will help a lot of companies, let's call it, or a lot of people to do these training sessions, workshops, whatever you want to call them. And I think the world is coming to a point where they're looking for this type of healing. So I think the timing from a marketing standpoint, timing is everything. And I think the time is now to do that sort of thing. So thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. I believe it would provide a lot of opportunity for follow-up. For example, Joy's coaching sessions, she's already set up to do those kind of webinars. And to do organizational change and development, that's my area. I was editor of the Journal of Organizational Change, and we've done a lot with Grace Ann and I flying to places like hospitals and working with them to see how they can develop their hospital, so it could be more than just corporations, but and we love that challenge, don't we, Grace Ann, to go and this executive, the CEO of the hospital said, well, we've done everything else and I don't know if anybody can show us anything. And so one of the consultants in the East Coast said, well, we know David Boje and Grace Ann. We think they could take you to a whole other level. And we did, Remember that, Grace Ann? She's nodding. That's good. And yeah, I love that Nadian, the horse. I don't know if you all know Nadian, but he was a Arabian stallion. and he's still one of my power animals. And people would come from miles away to visit with Nadian because they knew he had kind of a healing modality with him. And so wasn't just us that noticed Nadian's horse sense, right? And yeah, Grace Ann, go ahead.
So, an interesting thing that happened in this whole thing, Olivia, at the end, when we were stretching and wiggling our fingers and stuff, I did this. And I don't know why, but when Olivia talked about her shoulders, I thought, I think that's why.
Ken Long, go ahead.
Now, so I'd like to notice that there's so many people whose lives are now more and more online and digital through distance learning, distance working, that the ability to connect with people socially and spiritually through the web is much more prevalent than 20 years ago. And so I think it's important not to disrespect, we're not disrespecting, but don't allow it to be disrespected that a human connection through this environment is a spirit connection, and it's electricity anyway. So we've got to realize that that outreach allows you to go around obstacles and to undermine traditional power structures through distributed outreach like this that has to be authentic and genuine and human. And this should be an affirmative experience and not seen as a secondary or pseudo experience. It is very real, and that's what the human experience is shaping towards. So I wanted to say that now.
Thank you, Ken. I'll pass it to Lucero.
I just wanted to share that it was really neat that the horses came in during Joy's session, and I saw the same white horse that I saw yesterday with you, David. So I feel like, yeah, we're all really tapped into the horse. Yeah. I'm complete. Thank you.
Yeah, my white horse was Silverado. His name was Silverado, and he was such a healer for me to have that relationship with my own horse. You know, I had a relationship with Grace Ann's horse. I could ride him. Even the son of Nadian, I rode. But yeah, Silverado's the white horse, always very special to me. Thank you, Lucero. Yeah, Olivia, go ahead, please.
Well, I have a few comments. One, I just really want to second what Ken said, because if we're quantum, then we're working through the quantum field, which means we're not separate. And I also have just wanted to say at some point I got in, what's the word, like in, embedded with the Huna symbols. And so I have those at some point. Perhaps that would be something to share. I haven't worked with them a lot, but I do know them, and they're very powerful as well. And then one other thing I wanted to say about the process today, which I'd love to incorporate at some point, for Vanessa and Lucero, and there's this phenomenon where if you speak over each other, you may not be able to follow it consciously, but your unconscious mind takes it in at a deeper level, almost by making your conscious mind so confused that it has to go deeper. I don't know if that makes sense. So when Vanessa was saying, you know, you're making new neurological connections at the unconscious level, you're totally healthy, totally whole. All of that, when we got trained, there were 2 people doing it. And then when we practiced, there were maybe 5 or 6 people saying those lines and variations of them at the same time. And
Wow.
it can be, yeah, it can be really, really powerful. So I would love to even maybe, I was tempted to kind of chime in because I've done it in, you know, in training.
Okay.
And I didn't, because it would have sounded, you know, probably been
Oh,
kind of
I
traumatizing.
love
But
that. I love it.
so
Hello,
anyway,
we got
just
2 people, Lucero and Joy. You can speak over each other or you can talk one at a time.
so I will give it over to Joy.
Lucero, I think we need to speak over each other. My question was, what tongue were you speaking? What is that another language or a chant? What were you speaking that wasn't my recognizable Ohio accent English?
Aw. Um, I love all of that. I love what you said, Olivia, and yes, Joy. It's it's from a deep knowing. It's channeling spirit, and it supports me in going in deeper into the parts that spirit is highlighting for me or your team. So it'll help me move the block, and it's sort of what Olivia is saying. Um, I'm able to access another part, I guess, that you're not used to listening to it. So nowadays people call it light language. So it's healing language. When I did Reiki 2, also a lot of chants from my ancestors came in, like healing chants or healing songs. So it's the language of my spirit. It's the language of my soul. Is what I would say. Yeah.
Well, thank you for clarifying that because I didn't know if it was a natural chanting or because I don't know your heritage, it could have been a language from wherever your heritage might be from, and I'm just not familiar with either one of them. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Lucero, would you say that we probably all have that within us if we play around with experimenting, do you think?
I believe so. I believe so. It's the belly highlighted. It's yeah, it's completely releasing any type of control and breathing and connecting so deeply that the soul and the spirit just starts singing or chanting, and that's why the guides have me tell all of you that your authentic self is welcomed. Your noises, your sounds, your singing. So yeah, I think so.
And when I remember hearing, so I want to just bring this up, that when you yawn, that's sort of an energy shift, right? Like if we feel the urge to yawn
Mm-hmm.
as the facilitator or even just as a participant, then it's not like we're bored or tired. We're just
Oh no,
shifting
no.
energy.
It's an
Yeah.
energy release. It's a great way to
Yeah.
release. And also coughing
Mm.
comes through or even
I,
the sniffles. Yeah.
I've even heard people burping. I had a guy doing drumming work once for me, and and he was just belching, and he goes, "That's just part of it. You just have to
Yeah.
get used to it." Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's a great way to like process energy, especially if there's a big blockage and there's a
Mhm.
lot of coughing or burping. It's more, but you can tell your body, you can place the hand if there's a big blockage or the hands, and you can energetically tell your body, hey, let's remove this gracefully. So instead of the burping or even the big cough, you can a sound will come in. It could just be a letter, it could just be the ohm, and it'll help you distribute that out differently.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Beautiful.
I
Well,
was exhaling
time to
pretty
wrap it up
powerfully.
here. Who's that? Who said something?
This is Joy. I was going to
Hi,
say
Joy.
that I was exhaling pretty powerfully. And I thought I would cough because I know that is a way to expel it, but I was exhaling pretty deeply with my moan, with a little bit of a sound. And I wasn't letting my conscious mind do a lot of chatter. However, sometime in the point, I thought, they're going to ask me to sing a song. I know they're going to ask me to sing a song. So, but my conscious mind was coming up with a song that I was going to sing.
Okay, Joy, it's time to sing now.
Yes, we're ready.
Let's hear it.
We want to hear
Yeah.
it.
All right, I'm going to turn the recording off. So thank you, Joy. Thank you, Lucero. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, everybody. This has been
Guys,
fabulous.
so much. Thank you so, so much.